Hi friend, this is Sheleana Aiyana, and this video is about why you may not be able to trust your gut when it comes to dating and relationships. Now, hear me out. I am not saying that you will not be able to trust yourself forever. However, if you identify as somebody who has anxious attachment, if you find yourself chasing unavailable love, or if you come from a history of childhood dysfunction and chaos in your family system, then chances are your nervous system is in a dysregulated state and you're wired for chaos, meaning what your nervous system and what your body perceives as normal is actually not the healthy kind of love and attachment. And so in order to trust your body, in order to trust your intuition and know the difference between intuition and red flags, you actually have to work on creating secure attachment within your nervous system. You need to widen your capacity for vulnerability, to receive love, and to let healthy love in. This is actually a lot more challenging than you might think, especially if you identify as somebody who has anxious attachment. Now, one of the secrets that a lot of people don't realize about anxious attachment is that when we are operating from that lens, even if healthy love is coming at us, we may really struggle to recognize it. And our nervous systems and our minds are more wired for complaint than praise. And so there can be this tendency within the anxious attachment style to either disregard the love gestures that are coming toward us, or to even sabotage and push them away, just not even be attracted to people who are healthy for us, and to instead go after people who are avoidant, aloof, or in some way hard to get. And if you resonate with any of this at all, I want to let you know that it is possible to heal, and it is more than possible to change the pattern, but it's not going to happen with mindset work. Mindset work is powerful and it's necessary, but alone, mindset work is not going to change your relationship patterns. I have met people from all walks of life who have done every personal growth seminar, they've read every relationship book, they really know their stuff, and yet their relationships are still chaos, and they wonder why, and they feel embarrassed, they feel ashamed, they feel defeated. And this is because they are missing the piece of the puzzle. It's not meditation, it's not journaling. Those things can be helpful, but what we need is nervous system work. We need somatic work. We need to actually let the body know that it's time to heal. We need to let the body know that it's safe to be in one place, that it's safe to use our voice, that it's safe to set boundaries. Now, if you have struggled to speak up, if you've struggled to use your voice, think about it for a moment. The throat is where all of this happens. So if our throat is closed, then we're not going to be able to speak our truth. Now, you can't mindset your way out of that, but there are practices that you can do to help open the throat, open the voice, and to de-armor so that you feel safe to actually ask for what it is that you need or ask clarifying questions. All of the things that hold us back from setting boundaries, speaking our truth, reading into somebody's behavior and either determining it to be an intuition or a red flag by making assumptions instead of asking qualifying questions, all of those behaviors, they come from dysregulation. They happen when somewhere along the way, we learned that it wasn't safe to speak up, or we learned to dim our light in order to receive acceptance, validation, or love. And listen, this isn't about parent blaming. This isn't about making it all about our childhood experiences. There are many things growing up and becoming an adult that shape us in our nervous systems and that shape our reality of what it means to relate to love and the world around us. But we do want to explore our histories a little bit in order to understand where these behaviors are coming from. But what's even more important than understanding the root of these behaviors is just getting to the nervous system pattern itself. And so in my new program, Freedom from Relationship Anxiety, we focus a lot on how to access safety within the body. So this isn't about just focusing on powering through. This isn't about bulldozing your patterns or obliterating them or destroying them. This is about gently opening to a new way of relating through practicing vulnerability, through practicing being seen, through practicing letting love in, and really taking good care of ourselves by embodying the mature, wise inner adult and tending to our inner child's needs. And that includes learning how to use our voice, learning how to speak up, and learning how to feel clear in our center so that we aren't choosing love from a place of urgency or panic. Or if we are in a healthy relationship, or at least a relationship that has really good potential, we're able to determine when the anxiety we're feeling is a red flag versus a nervous system pattern that says, whoa, what are we doing here? It's not safe to stay. I need to run in the other direction. And I will tell you that even in my marriage to Ben, before we got married, we were in a very healthy, loving relationship. Of course, we had our issues. We still do, but it was a good, safe relationship. And by all accounts, it was perfect for me. It wasn't perfect, but it was perfect for me. And I still wanted to run. Why? Because my nervous system didn't know what it meant to stay. My nervous system had no idea how to be in a safe, loving relationship. And so as my body and my cells were freaking out, telling me to run the other way, I was working on regulation, working on creating safe, secure, home base within myself and within my relationship so that I could widen my capacity for happiness, widen capacity for joy and love. And that is what the inner work is meant to be about. What are we doing all of this for? It's not to be hyper independent. It's not to be needless. It's certainly not so that we never wish for or yearn to have a partnership. It's actually so that we can create the environment for which our relationships can actually thrive, from where our relationships can blossom and enrich our lives and give us the capacity to serve in our communities and serve other people. But we can't do that when we're held back and when we're afraid or when we don't trust ourselves. So if this is of interest to you, I invite you to check out the link below and join us for the next round of Freedom from Relationship Anxiety, where you'll get a chance to work with me live and ask questions and do practices in a safe container so that you can experience all of the joys of relationship that this life has to offer. I'll see you next time.